They came with fire, they came with guns. Now we they cry for our daughters and sons. Our villages burn, our people flee. We live in fear, no place to be. This one has come, we never start. Now pain and sorrow, they tear us apart. But the nation call with open hands. DDR, go help us stand. From the grip of fear and blood, we go rise again with God. Hey, 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 then Congo Massa. We the Cameroonians, we pledge our loyalty. Kum Massa, Massa. You shall free our land from terror. Kum Massa, Massa. Your blessing will shine like stars above, and the Most High God shall be your guide, shall be your guide. Children when no go school, ghost town, stone market to tomb. They promise freedom, bring us chains, but now we rise to break that pain. We say no more to blood and hate. We choose the path to a peaceful state. My country people talk I'm true. Say peace go start with me and you.
Hello, my country people them. I don't come live earlier than planned. Today, when I'm Monday, number 19 day for January 2026, we can talk about the massacre from Mbororo people them for Gidado from Koketunja, and for bringing lessons they will learn them from Lebialem With Love to Donga Mantung. So I take the opportunity to come live earlier than planned because my picking to sleep at the moment, so I feel concentrate on this live broadcast. But obviously, if you wake up from sleep, you go come downstairs, you can find me, and I go pay you attention. So when I just bear with me, my contribute them. So we play Cameroonian nest, and then I bring one the live broadcast where I get them prepared. Thank you, plenty, my country people them. I did just test the microphone now because I be forced for change the microphone while we the Cameroon national anthem, Cameroonianness if they play. If you hear me, when I leave comment in the comment section, if you still hear me, my country people them. So today, number 19 day for January 2026, as I talked earlier. So yes, so the live broadcast, it go on the audio, it still be okay. Thank you, plenty. Once again, we don't join today for condemn the Amazona terrorist attack against the Mbororo community from Donga Mantung for Boy Division, and we bring on our lessons them from Lebialem, and I go explain some things. Hopefully, some Mbororo people they there for here where they go understand. They'll listen to me and they'll understand who's our way we as a people we don't fail, especially the Mbororo community, to be precise themselves, them too. They don't fail themselves and they don't fail their people them. And I will explain a few things. Of course, the Cameroon government don't fail, from the head of state, the president of the republic, to the head of government, Chief Dr. John Gute, we don't fail this community, and we continue for the fail this community, because today, 19th of January, it may come 5 days after the terror attack where they killed 14 people then. 13 of them, women and children. I think not even 15, because they discovered one other person dead after. Dozens, the day for hospital, they be injured. And what is the response from the Cameroon government? Even if they will get a response on the day it happened or the next day after it happened, a few days after, what's the update? No press conference, no press statements, no debriefing, no updates, nothing. People, they don't just normalize the murder, the massacre of ordinary Cameroonians. When I feel normalize them, but they not be normal for me. I will continue for the talk about them. Now, I don't queue for una a few videos them where I go play on for una for make the points the way I bring and where I want to make them today. So after the terror attack inside Lebialem, where this amba terrorist Oliver 33 Expo, it be killed 3 chiefs for Eswata. When I know which way they might put this information on the screen so that make all we will read them together. When I feel read them, make I just read them. In response to the massacre of the Mbororo people then for Gidado from Du subdivision, Donga Mantung division, I get this for talk. Lessons from Lebialem with love to Donga Mantung. On Sunday, the 13th of February 2021, Oliver 33 Expo murdered 3 chiefs in Eswata, Lebialem. 2 days later, on Tuesday, the 15th of February 2021, the political elites of Lebialem, together with the traditional authorities of Lebialem, they mobilized a huge crowd at the National Museum in Yaoundé, not only to mourn the chiefs that they were murdered, but also to publicly condemn and pronounce curse on the perpetrators of the heinous killings. It won't be almost 1 week now since the amba terrorists, the murder, picking them, not even chiefs, picking them for Gidado, they massacred them from Du subdivision. 14 of them. The political elites from Donga Mantung, they be mute, silent. Is it to say the Mbororo lives, they don't matter? What about the Mbororo community leaders themselves when they hear their voices? Because in the past few days, me, I don't ask who's our prime minister there, who's our Cameroon government there, who's our the head of state, who's our president there about this issue. But make we bring them home to Donga Mantung. Who's our the minister we come up from Donga Mantung? Who's our minister Fu Callistus Day? Who's our the parliamentarians then? What about the senators? What about the traditional rulers then for Donga Mantung? Who's our the day? Why they be quiet? Why are they mute? That is the question, my country people then. Where are they? Where is the press statement? Where is the media press, event, the media conference? Where is the national? I mean, maybe we even talk about condemnation from Donga Mantung alone before we start beginning to go about national condemnation from the presidency and the head of state and the prime minister's office. But then again, make I put some other information on the screen for when I contribute them. I want to put this information on the screen because when I talk, I like for talk my team them, I bring plus evidence for any person will get any question. I will bring more evidence for una, for can explain how we don't fail ourselves. Now, if I look on the screen, I don't put this information on the screen, right? This one, I posted them a few days ago, say, ambassador terrorists are killing children. Where are you? I ask for Chief Dr. John Gute. I ask for President Paul Biya. Where are you? I posted them a few days ago. Now I ask exactly the same question to the traditional rulers, parliamentarians, senators, the minister will come out from Donga Mantung, and all the other people the way they come out from Donga Mantung. Where are you? That is the question I can't ask una today. Una where una come out from Donga Mantung, where are you? Where are your voices? Why would I want to normalize this kind nonsense for our country? It is not normal. It should not be normalized. We should condemn it with every fiber of our being. So where are you? So if you see that information, what we put them out, now communicate that now diplomatic channel cable where President Pobia signed them the very next day on the 16th of April 2019, after a fire incident, it burned down the Notre Dame Cathedral for France, for Paris. President Pobia they condole with the people then for France for a building where it be burned down. Not a human being, not one person, no lost life. He write to the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, directly. Then they post them on social media for Facebook, for the Minister for Civil Cabinet, the official Facebook page. They post them for day with the condole with the French people there for house where born and brick and mortar and cement, where it born. But 14 human beings then, they be massacred in a premeditated, cold-blooded terror attack. The Prime Minister of the Republic, the head of state, even the ministers from Donga Mantung, the parliamentarians, the senators, the traditional rulers, even the imams, even the Mbororo community, they remain them quiet. It means them our lives, we black people that will not value our own lives, them. We Cameroonians, them, we don't value our lives, them. If we from Donga Mantung, the Mbororo community from Donga Mantung, we are not valuing our lives, when I think that Prime Minister would then value your life, when I think that President Pobia, when I think that Emmanuel Macron, Bouchon for France now begin right for condole with Una. No. The reason why President Pobia begin right for Senate for Emmanuel Macron now because he know, say the French people, they value their lives and they even value their property, brick, cement, and sand, where they put them together for build that church, Notre Dame. The French people, they value them that much. President Pobia understand the importance of that building to the French people. But President Pobia also understand, say the lives of Cameroonians, them, it don't mean nothing because the Cameroonians themselves, they don't care about their lives. I will prove them for you today. They don't care about their own lives. Who said the condemnation day? Who said the public outcry? Who said the manifestation the day? It no exists because even the people, the way that they kill them, they no value their own lives. They no care. When I think so the joke, I will bring una evidence. Before I bring una that evidence, where I promise them, when I look on the screen, now some of the victims in this way, they kill them, they die on the day. Now the people in this, now picking them where they kill them on the day. Okay? Now just some of the victims in that way, they kill them on the day. Now make I play this video for una. Now the ones in this way, the day for hospital today as I speak. Una look. So for this video, where when I say I'm so, the ones the way they kill them, they be different. The ones the way they day hospital, they day in their dozens. Now them this, dozens of victims they still day hospital. They communicate with the governor for Northwest, they put them out, which was a fantastic communique, and the mayor from Do also put out a communique, which was fantastic. But like I talk, words, it don't be 5 days later. Who's the update? Or when I think so that one communique when I put on, so it don't solve all things. Government don't do it best. We don't put out small statement. We talk, say we will pay the American bills, and then that's it. That's it. Everyone pack up and go. After me, I complain. Say, who's the Prime Minister day? From the Prime Minister's office, they send me a link to a tweet where Chief Dr. John Gute will post them for a Twitter account or X as they call them. A tweet where you put them for X. The tweet, I'm not going to even play the tweet for you because for Inoffice even acknowledge I'm saying a terror attack. Inoffice even call them terror attack. Okay. And that tweet, since that tweet will come out on the 15th, now 4 days later, head of government, Chief Dr. John Gute, Prime Minister, what is the update? Do you even know the names of these people who were massacred? And do we know? What's that the update there for the public community, for we for know? As our government, it is support these victims them and the ones where they don't die and their families and the whole community? What are we doing for them? Wait to be the update. Nothing. All what Prime Minister, we don't put one tweet out. Matter closed. All problem don't be solved. Do you even, I mean, that contributor will not even understand why it be important for put out these statements? Then will not even do you even know which way will they try to achieve them? Because make I read for now, which way I post them. I think it been at this morning or yesterday. I did ask a very simple question. I'll be asked a very simple question. 10 hours ago, I post this one for video I post this video, then I write this caption. I talk say, this one are the victims of Amba terrorist attack for Gidado on the 14th of January 2026. Okay? Confirms saying that 15 people, they don't be murdered. Most of them are women and children. Since that terror attack, it don't been 5 days. No official statement, it don't come out from the Prime Minister's office or the presidency. Because that Twitter, no be even official Prime Minister's Twitter account. No be official Prime Minister of Cameroon website. They don't put them today. It not carry no Prime Minister letterhead. Now just some words where maybe some office staff write them. Maybe not even the Prime Minister. For no saying that Prime Minister yourself write and sign and stamp on that document, it get for use now the letterhead of the Prime Minister of the Republic. So that make it be an official document. So no official document, it never come out from the Prime Minister's office or the presidency for the Republic. No public inquiry, it don't be called. No investigation has been announced. No official of the government has updated the nation about the situation. 5 days later, no official of the government, it don't come for kind of update. We say, okay, on the 14th, now what did this will happen? Okay, 3 days later, now what did this will run do? Yesterday, now what did this will do? And now what did this will plan for do? No update, no information, nothing. There has been no public outcry as well. After 2-year-olds were killed, 2-year-old Pekin, they be massacred by Amba terrorists. Not even the Mbororo community, the religious and civil society are demonstrating or calling for action or making any significant effort. I can only conclude that the Cameroonian lives do not matter. Even to the Cameroonians themselves, their lives do not matter. Human beings are killed like chicken in cold-blooded, premeditated massacre, and the rest of the country just say, meh. And everyone goes about their normal lives like this is normal. This is not normal, my country people. And we should not normalize it. We should not normalize it. Now, make I tell you how other people them around the world they handle this kind of similar situations then, okay? Situations where it not even reach this kind of level for gravity. Make I remove that information from the screen. I want for take una to here. So I don't add this information on the screen. Ma show una which way it happened for America. Okay, when I feel read this one with me, right? This one, a news article will be posted on Tuesday, October the 28th, 2025, just a few months ago. Less than 3 months ago, the headlines, now from FBI, the official website, even or the Department of Justice for America, United States Attorney's Office, okay, if I believe that, what's our way I get this information? When I go Google them on ourselves, when I go read them for ourselves, okay, now the headlines is, it talks about it. For their press release, the talk said Nigerian man sentenced to 6 years in prison for cyber stalking and other charges related to sexual extortion. What do they call them? Say sextortion. Now, sexual extortion and death of a local young man. Now, make a read them for and then I go break them down, explain them for and then I'll bring them back again, can explain and compare them to Cameroon. Okay. For Philadelphia, United States Attorney David Metcalf announced that this man named, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Imoleo Samuel Aina, aka Alice Dave, 27 years old of Nigeria, was sentenced today to 72 months in prison and 5 years of supervised release and blah, 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 blah. Okay? For offenses related to sexual extortion and death of a young man in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. So that Nigerian man and the co-defendants them, including Samuel Olusenkami Abiodun, were arrested on a complaint and warrant in Nigeria. And then they take them into custody by the FBI for July 2024 and extradite them to the United States to face charges in this case. They and other Nigerian co-defendants, them, including Adewale, 25 years old, were then charged by indictment in August 2024. And by 2025, October, they find them guilty, they sentenced them. In May of this year, they pleaded guilty to cyber stalking. Okay, now make I explain what really happened for here. So, for America, some young man will commit suicide. Why? Because of sextortion. This Nigerian gang for Nigeria, they will use the internet, social media, for stalk on these American citizens, them, pretend for be women, they fall in love with them, pretend. Now they start this exchange sexual content, like for example, they started to take pictures of themselves, they share them. When I bear with me 1 second, then I say my picking woke up, I want to pay attention to it. When I bear with me.
From the grass fields, our mothers born picking for bush. No hospital, no midwife touch. Kidnap and ransom, don't turn to law. Even church no safe, them break God's door. Our future they lost for gun and fear. Young boys forced to kill their peers. Amba.
Okay, my country people, them, I don't come back. Sorry about that. So if when I hear my picking talk in the background, it day in my hand, in my arms at the whole day because it will be a bit sleepy and groggy. It just woke up from sleep. So for continue, make we mash fire. So like I been talk, the American government is sent a team of FBI investigators. They work with the Nigerian authorities. Them the team it go for Lagos, for Nigeria, go live for Lagos for months, investigating and for catch the people the way they be responsible for that young man for Philadelphia, America, where he commits suicide. He commits suicide because of these Nigerian people, the way they scam me on social media. They take the naked pictures then they threaten me, say if you don't send the money, they will expose your naked pictures them on social media. As a result of that, the man send all the money we get them for Nigeria for that boy them, for beg them, send me they no expose the naked pictures them online. And of course, extortion, the money it not be enough. They continue for the asking for more money. As they continue for the asking for that money and the man no get them, the man is decide for any life. He execute himself, he shoot himself, and he die. When they can't investigate, they say and say this. So now because of that Nigerian gang, sorry about that, they can't see and say now that Nigerian gang for Nigeria, where they be causing for commit suicide. The FBI is sent agents, 12 of them, if I'm not mistaken, to Nigeria. The project alone cost millions of US dollars for execution, for executing, for go bring back the people the way they be responsible for one American citizen who lost life. That is how much Americans they be prepared for go. For one American life will be lost. But what is our own Cameroon government prepared to do for 14 Mbororo people the way they can murder them in cold blood? 14, not be one. And also, when I look for America, for example, when they be killed George Floyd, when I remember George Floyd, when they be killed George Floyd, when I remember American citizens that come out on the streets, say his name, George Floyd, say his name, George Floyd. Because Americans, they know say, that could have been me. They be their brother's keeper. They go try by all means for make sure say it no happen again. That is why you launch investigations, because you want for learn lessons for prevent another massacre, make it no happen again, because you value the lives of those people the way they be massacred. Now the same thing way the Lebialem people they be doing, as a result of that, those massacres reduce, stop. The Lebialem elites, they come together, they demonstrate, they show say this is unacceptable, it is not normal, and we will not normalize it. Now so it happen for America, now so it happen, now so it be happen for Lebialem. You make them it be in a culture, say we will not tolerate this kind of nonsense. But after the terror attack from Donga Mantung, from Du, for Gidado, every person be silent, because even from the ground inside the Mbororo community, inside Du, Them too, they be them silent. Like say, they don't get community leaders, they don't get imam. Tell una, because when I want to play this video before I can talk for this next part of this presentation. Una listen. So for this video, we una the watch now on the 19th of May 2020, during COVID-19 coronavirus. Now why that way Omega a wear face mask for that video? Now one man protest. When I see the signboard where he hold on for his hand, we carry him. It say arrest Tapang Ivo, arrest Eric Tato, arrest all amba terrorists in the United States. He print them himself, he go find his own money, whether na 700 francs, whether na will be die dash 700 francs. He print them, carry Cameroon flag. When I watch the end, when I go see him, he hold Cameroon flag. Doing that one day, he be there for days. He work as on outside the American embassy for now in that holding Cameroon flag. When I see that paper, we hold on for your hand. When I see that paper, we hold on for your hand. Now petition where it be go give to the American government for Yaoundé, for tell them say una arrest these people the way they do for una country, they manipulate while picking them on the ground, they kill we. Now why that way for this placard? It talks about it. No to diaspora manipulations. One man peaceful protest at the United States Embassy in Yaoundé for the arrest of ambassador terrorists in the USA. 19th of May. This guy na ex-combatant, Omega 1. Na ex-combatant. I've even tried to persuade you, say, no, may not do the demonstration because say, I don't think say, it will really bear fruit, it will make any much impact. It's denying. It talks say must go. It go for American embassy, go protest today for, I think 2 or 3 days. It be there for day. It go for the protest for 1 or 2 hours. Time where it waka tire. It pay taxi going back for house. The next day, it come back. Waka for day. The protest up and down that street for another couple of hours. Tire going back for house. The next day time we come, American embassy, they call police. Police, they can't take it. They take it, go questioning. But it been inside the American embassy where they take it, enter inside the questioning for day, the security for day. He explained for them and he hand over that piece of paper where we see for his hand them over, send me the gear for American president. Tell them, say, they get terrorists for America where they manipulate what picking them on the ground, they die. And you been one of the victims. Where in the protest. Now make a ask you now. If this guy you want, if you go demonstrate outside the American embassy like this, where did he stop the Mbororo community from going to the prime minister's office for go launch a demonstration for day? Even only when at 10, just for work for day, calling on the prime minister for act, demanding, say make the head of government, make Cameroon government, it take action. What is stop with Mbororo community? When I don't need the whole Cameroon, when I don't need even civil society, when I don't even need when parliamentarians, when I mayors, when I don't need the governor, when I don't need the minister, full Callistus, when I don't need the senators, them, when I 10 borrow them, when I feel come together for when Jangi house, when I 10 go demonstrate, ask prime minister, say, what is your response to the systematic murder of the Mbororo people? Then what are you going to do about it? Who said the Mbororo today? They did them quiet, like said they don't care them about their own lives. You can do even a one-man protest. Now, I want to add some information on the screen. But before I add that information on the screen, I want to show you this one. Ma put this information back on the screen. Then I show you this one because even for one of the response, a commander from Agbobala. Now, Agbobala is Center for Human Rights and Democracy in Africa. Facebook page that he posted them. The very next day after the terror attack, now the press statement this way, he post them. And now the kind of thing this way, I will expect say even what government, prime minister, it go do them. First of all, it being an official document from an authority for your letterhead, where you get a logo, you get a telephone number for the way if you call you for follow-up, your website, a day for day, email address day for day, post box address day for day. Okay, they get office. And then you get a reference. It's a statement on the brutal massacre of Mbororo in Gidado, Do subdivision, Donga Mantung, in the northwest region of Cameroon. It said the Center for Human Rights and Democracy in Africa. Democracy, very important word. I can't talk about democracy small time. It's a They don't learn with shock and dismay about the brutal and merciless massacre of over 14 members of the Mbororo community. This community is located between Tumbo and Du towns in Du subdivision. It gives the background and then go off for talk. So this unfortunate incident resulted in over 14 people being killed and blah, 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 blah. It talked 70-year-old, 2-year-old male and female, 6-year-olds. And then it gives the details them. Now, an official document this way, person fit take him so it look and so it talks, okay, now an authority put them out. I just hope and wish if you come on like from the Prime Minister's office. It talk now say, in the meantime, this attack has been widely condemned by both the government and non-government authorities in a statement signed by the mayor of Ndu municipality, Mr. Kanfo Bono, dating 14th of January 2026. The authority condemned this act by those he described as Ambazonia terrorists. Fantastic. It put them for day, and because they didn't do, mayor also put them for day saying that Amba terrorists. It quoted. It said the mayor equally stated that the attack resulted in the killing of 14 and injuring 15. Blah 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 blah. It write them, and then come it talks say, considering the severity of this heinous act, the organization, the Human Rights Center for Human Rights and Democracy in Africa, condemned in strong terms. Blah, 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 blah. In the meantime, they also extend their deepest and sincere condolences to the families. Blah, 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 blah. Datum, sign up, an authority with a letterhead. But who's that the one will come up from a prime minister? It no exist. Who's that the one will come up from a presidency? It no exist. What is going on? So I applaud that. Okay, so I need to just talk about the things the way they do them wrong, and I also talk about the ones the way they do them right. And when the governor will put out a communicate, I can't talk them, I can't read them out, and I appreciate them. When the mayor will put a communicate, I can't talk about them, and we appreciate them. So make I remove that from the screen now. I add another information on the screen. Una bear with me, make I add some information on the screen. Una bear with me. Okay, now the information this. I hope so. Now, if you see the information we do on the screen now, make us zoom them in. I want to zoom them in so that all we will read and find. When I know the home I'm picking, it is slip from my hand as I do this live broadcast. We know the rest. Okay, I hope so. Now, if you read them. So, some person also sent me this one for WhatsApp. Read them for now. It talks a urgent appeal regarding the mass atrocities and the worsening humanitarian crisis in the northwest region of Cameroon. See who will they address them to. Now, WhatsApp message, no, even some message where the right and we get letterhead, where look like say be official. No, for WhatsApp, it's a to the attention of His Excellency Mr. Volker Turk, United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights. Now, Mbororo people, them, I think they want them from abroad. They write them, okay? They send them to the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Geneva. When I start for the send information or message to Geneva, why we will never send one for una Prime Minister way there for Cameroon, where we pay una taxes, where they pay salary from una taxes? When I never send letter like this to even divisional officer from Do, when I also another Mbororo man, no, when I go straight to Geneva, because they will know and say white man value life. But we black with them, we no value in life, we don't even value plus our own life, right? Okay, it talks a subject. This one, an urgent appeal concerning serious violations of international humanitarian law and human rights committed against civilian populations in the Northwest. Your Excellency, we have the honor to respectfully know the usual blah, 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 blah. Ma tell una something. This thing we write the right answer now 4 pages. Ma tell una, no diplomat in the world get time for reading your 4-page communique unless now some important document come up from a head of state. So this kind of document, if you've been as say a commoner from Cameroon, a minister for external relations, or from the Prime Minister's office to Mr. Volker Turk, it will take him seriously. But not just a person write and put down for WhatsApp. It's noise, empty noise. It go on for talk, and then again, they talk plenty things them. On the 14th of January, blah, 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 the so-called amba separatists, they call them separatist, amba separatist groups carried out they are terrorists. Even the Mbororo people, they call and say amba separatists. So what? You are not serious. They say 14 persons were killed, They go on for gold, they name them, say Alaji, this 60-year-old, 70, 48, they name them. When I know what you want to be for do with this, when I know what you want to be for do with this list, when I see these 14 people, them, where when I write them, so just copy that and find a picture, write the name under, put the picture for day. When I 14 Mbororo people, then when I carry that picture with the name, with Cameroon flag them, just walk out the streets of Yaoundé. Make sure say when I walk out past for Prime Minister office, make it see him. When I sit down for there for like 1 hour, ask the Prime Minister, say when I see your picture, you don't know your name, now you name this, what are you doing about it? Only when I'm 14, when I don't need the whole Mbororo community, when I'm 14, bring international attention and condemnation. When I know the international attention, so not be important. National attention, now which that would need them, not be even international attention when I write letter to Volker Turk for human rights for United Nations. No, maybe first, and then okay, ma show another thing right at the end of the document. It talks say now. Ma show una. Sorry, una wait 1 second. Ma answer this phone call. Sorry, babes, I cannot pick you up. Hello? Yes, the baby is still sleeping. Okay, I can't pick you up. Okay, bye later. Yes, like I tell when I'm a contributor, now so we do life busy. We be busy. I look after my picking, my woman, they call me, say, can't pick me up. I do live broadcast at the same time. This is how we manage it. If I know if we do now, I know we'll get time again for do I get a lot of other things where they happen for my life. I still find time for can't do this live broadcast. At home, I'm picking for my hand, it is sleep for my hand. At the short for the ear, they do live broadcast. My woman, they call me, say, can't pick me up. I don't finish for do my nails. All that kind of thing them. But the Mbororo community where they can't kill them, they did them for some place, they surely they didn't find. It don't concern them. It don't concern them. So for this letter, for this thing where they write them for WhatsApp, they say they send copies. They send copies to the Secretary General of the United Nations, the prosecutor, blah, 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 the even International Criminal Court, the United Special Rapporteur, United Nations, blah, African Commission, European Union, Human Rights Watch, Amnesty International, International Crisis Group, also the Cameroon Human Rights Commission. They don't send them a copy. The Cameroon Human Rights Commission, they don't send them copy because they themselves they don't value the institutions that inside Cameroon. They know they say the Cameroon Human Rights Commission no care. Why? Because you yourself, you don't care about your life. Might talk about democracy because I've been promised I will talk about democracy. Democracy now a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. When it means the Prime Minister is one of us who has been appointed to work for us, representing us. The government is for us, is by one of us, and is of us. You understand? So we get the right for ask our government for do what we want. If we see something we need to go right, we get the right and duty and responsibility for call the attention of our government, for tell them, say, listen, this is not going right and we want it fixed because they are public servants. They work for us. Do you understand? Like I've been talk for this document where when I write all these 14 people their names and so according to you, Volker Turk for Geneva, I go hear this name then so see there, I say where they don't kill 70 years old man go make a go hell let those Mbororo people there. Why when a prime minister there for they never even know say they don't kill some man from do. Now Volker Turk will come up for Geneva, I can't help when I write. See the mentality for what people them. Just hear the mentality. See all these names and so just take for example, man see the 2-year-old, especially this one, 2-year-old. Rahana Tadi, small girl picking 2-year-old. Take a picture. Una print a picture for placard, write a name for day. Say, murdered by amba terrorists at the age of 2. One person carried that one. Another person, carried the one for Abubakar. Another person, carried the one for Ladifatu. Una can so only una 14 carry Cameroon flag, go stand outside the Star Building for Pa John Gute, the Prime Minister office, ask he say, Pa John Gute, have you heard? Because all evidence indicates that you never hear. But Rahina, 2-year-old, don't be massacred in Dupa. You don't hear? What are we doing about it? Only when I'm 14, when I go do demonstration. pass for prime minister office, come on for day, pass for the go up for presidency, come for day 2 for even for 1 hour. When I know if you enter through the presidential gates, fine. When I stand for outside, hold the placards then. Demand when a government for take action. When I say I did kill one person for America, when I say the Americans, they react. They day on the street. They killed George Floyd and a few other people. They day on the streets. Recently, ICE agent issued Renee Good on the way to record that woman. They kill him. The whole of the United States now is the boy because of one human being where they kill him. Because they value their lives. But for Cameroon, they can't massacre when 14. Even the community where they kill them, they don't get them time. When I don't get on time. When I go demonstrate outside the Prime Minister's office, when I go demonstrate outside the American embassy, if I want to get American embassy for cash the one they do for America, where they send the picking, they can't kill una. When I hear no, like I talk, I start this live broadcast by talking about lessons from Lebialem with love. With it saying this message now with love from Lebialem to Donga Mantung, say when it be happen for Lebialem, and at that time for Lebialem, it be even been na Opa the killer chiefs, 3 of them. But for when for Donga Mantung, now 5 times, now 15 people they can't kill him, and then they injure more. Even for the military for act from Donga Mantung, it will require Cameroon, the elites from Donga Mantung, from the minister to the parliamentarians to the senators, them for do something. Contact the military, cry for them, go for presidency, go for prime minister's office, go for the minister for defense, cry for them, talk say we need a military, not just a military base here, but we need an action, we need a team for go after these terrorists. Them. How would I think say Lebialem people they do one? For that mission, after Oliver Territory Export, we can't kill those 3 chiefs them. 2 days later, the elites for Lebialem, they rally their population. They demonstrate, they condemn the terrorists, them, they curse them, they throw libations, and then now they mobilize, they liaise with the military, they send people them on the ground for work with the military, for wipe these people them. Military launch an operation a few days later because after they will kill those chiefs for Eswata, they will carry some civilians and they kidnap some civilians and go with them. Military enter inside bush, go rescue those civilians then. Within a few days. It don't be 5 days since the murder and the massacre for Gidado Fondu. Nothing. Even from the Mbororo community, nothing. Prime Minister's office, nothing. Presidency, nothing. Minister Fu Kalistus come on Donga Mantung, nothing. The parliamentarian, nothing. When I constituency, the mayor, the senator, nothing. I am not hearing anything. If when I don't hear something, when I stand up for me, I go proudly. I want to be wrong. I wish I was wrong. I hope I am wrong. Because I want to see the action where don't be taken. I want to see the public outcry, the condemnation. I want to see them. As I tell you now, I know the just talk with mob at the show now evidence of which way we don't do it for our own side for Black Legs. Demonstrating outside the American embassy, calling for the arrest of Tapang Ivo, Eric Tato, and all amba terrorists the way they did for America. When I read what we are right now today, 1-man peaceful protest at the U.S. Embassy for Yaoundé, 19th of May 2020. If me, one human being, I be fit organize this kind of things and so mobilize this kind of force where we don't demobilize and so because Amba they attacked me one time and they don't even kill me or they don't kill no member of my family. What about the whole Mbororo community where they can't kill one? Not at the first attack this, not at the second, and they not will be the last. And we even talk the 14 people the way they kill them. We need to talk about the one the way they injured them. We need to talk about the cows the way they kill them. We need to talk about the houses the way they burn them. So now Omega that it they out demonstrating 1-man soldier, 1 man, even if you take now only 1 man, Mbororo people then you feel mobilize yourself, go demonstrate outside the prime minister office, outside the presidency, go demonstrate outside Minister Fu Kalistus office, ask say, Pa, what are you doing? We are dying. We are only here to ask for help. I know when I can't help when I go ask ministers them now money envelope. You go if you ever take an audience. Now, one of the reasons that sometimes some of these ministers, them know, I know even sorry, I sorry them sometimes. Them, I know even, because there's some what people they know will be backwards. Sometimes if you go for prime minister's office, no, I don't go for there a couple of times, or you go for any minister self, will go visit it. You go reach for there, you see queue for people the way they say they can't see Papa Minister. I can't see Papa Minister. Why? What do you can't do for Prime Minister office? What do you bring up? Are you bringing any idea, any policy to help move the country forward? Of course not. They say I can't see Prime Minister. Why? Because they want to come out, they go give transport. Maybe 100,000, 200,000 will come out. Now all that, Langa. Now all that, you see people, they plenty, they go see minister only because they want to carry envelope, come out. No one say they get any important thing for go do or for go request anything from the minister. Now is the time when we not get a real problem and situation where we not need for go see minister. This is the time, not for go collect any envelope, for go request a military base, for go request military action, for go request a public inquiry and investigation, so that maybe we learn lessons from this incident from Do, so that we will prevent the next one. That is it. So as to prevent the next one. Lessons from Lebialem. The lessons will be so learned because of the way the Lebialem people, they condemn the terrorist attack for Eswata. It make up for the way where even the amba terrorists, they don't be hide. They be forced for come publicly now, can't accept the reality of which way they will happen for Lebialem.
Were taken by Field Marshal. Yes, you read the story of Field Marshal Oliver Leclerc, who killed these chiefs. Yes, that story is very authentic. Oliver Leclerc killed these 3 chiefs, and the reason is just bizarre. It's not something to be mentioned. But what's the significance of this, and how does it affect the Ambazonian Revolution? It's a terrible thing. All their pictures, when that incident happened, this is one of the chiefs here. You have one of them. They're actually sub-chiefs. And then this is another one. You can see their picture. Those who are from Lebialem will recognize them. So I have all their pictures. So some people say 4 chiefs. No, there are 3 chiefs that were killed. And where did this happen? This happened in Eswata. Eswata is a village in Lebialem subdivision. And these chiefs were killed during, they were all taken to the market square of for a care down. That's how they call it. And then from there, they call it the enchant insult market before being shot and killed. You know who killed the chief? Everybody is from Lebialem, from this area. You see these people, we have all their pictures here. You saw them, they were rescued and stuff like that. That's why I say sometimes we'll prefer to ignore something. But since some of you are conspiracy theorists, we're always going to tell you the truth. These chiefs were taken by Field Marshal. Yes, you read the story of Field Marshal Oliver Leclerc, who killed these chiefs. Yes, that story is very authentic. Oliver Leclerc killed these 3 chiefs, and the reason is just bizarre. It's not something to be mentioned.
So my contributor, when I bear with me, thank you all my way don't join we. I check out a few of my comments. King Paul Bia talks I beg maybe Black Legs and Brothers we assemble, we help the Mbororo community with these idiots, amba fools. We will help the community themselves. They don't agree them for do what what's are the condemnation, what's are their imams? They just, I mean, me one and them for they cry all along. As they cry, so when I don't hear so other Mbororo people they can't join with for the cry. How many people when I said they post on social media too, they ask for accountability and action from the Prime Minister and the presidency. Themselves, the Mbororo people, do they care about their own lives? Cameroonians, do you care about your lives? Do you? When I will reward making a different person vocal talk for some other country, make other people abroad, they can't care about their lives when you people don't care about your own lives. So we'll get Rosemary. It was if we leave the Prime Minister alone, he is worried about his reappointment, not the Mbororo community. Well, there is a problem. So going back to your comment, if that be the case, and then our responsibility, we or Matok, the Mbororo community, for make the Prime Minister worry about our problem. But what are the Mbororo community? What is the Mbororo community doing? What are they doing?
freedom fight. But now we they suffer day and night. Let the drums of peace be loud. Let our mothers dance, make our fathers proud. From Banenda to Bua Town,